Now, he's played the grumpy dad, the dangerous dad, the wacky dad and the granddad. But Robert De Niro may be taking on his greatest dad role ever. The acting legends revealed he's becoming a father again at the ripe old age of 79.
Listen, I know you have 6 kids, but like, have you...
I just had a baby.
7?
Say what?
Yeah, I just had a baby.
7? Oh my goodness! Congratulations.
You heard right. Robert De Niro, promoting his new film about my father, reveals he's a dad again at 79.
You kind of think, wow, is that even possible? 79 years old?
He's become the latest in a long line of celebrity seniors playing the father figure.
We hear a lot of sensational stories in the media about rock star dads or celebrity dads who have much younger partners and bring children to the world because they're able to do that.
Mick Jagger just became a dad again at age 73.
How old are your kids?
Well, they're ridiculously young.
Steve Martin isn't joking when he tells you that he's finally a dad, and for the first time at the age of 67.
We're pregnant.
Hugh Grant had plenty of high-profile girlfriends, but avoided parenthood until he was 51.
I can't pretend it wasn't a little bit of a surprise,
right?
But it's a very nice surprise.
Yes. And is it...
In fact, the baby's name in Chinese, because the mother is Chinese, means happy surprise.
Really?
Yes.
And what is the baby's name?
Xiaoxi.
Parenting expert Dr. Justin Coulson says 51 is not out of the realms for first-time fatherhood, but concedes Robert De Niro is stretching things.
A lot of people will be saying, well, what about that poor child? That child is going to be raised with a father who may not be able to be as actively involved, especially across the long term.
The average age for first-time parents in Australia has been on the rise for decades, which means there are plenty waiting well into their 40s to take the parenting plunge, and many much older.
You want to be the star.
76-year-old Max and his much younger wife Sam went through an exhaustive and draining 23-round IVF journey before getting double lucky.
So how are you finding fatherhood the second time around?
I'm spending a lot of time with them, which unfortunately I didn't spend that amount of time with my elder boys, which I regret. When I'm sitting here at 4:30 in the morning, feeding them, and once I feed her, then she starts to laugh and we talk, and I'm looking at her and I thought, gee, you know, I'm a very lucky guy.
But Justin Coulson warns there are sound scientific reasons not to wait too long.
That as dads become older, their sperm degrades, and that has been implicated and associated with a greater increase in risk of autism spectrum disorders and also an increased risk of mental health challenges when the child is older.
But there are upsides too.
A 2012 study published in the British Medical Journal showed that the children born to older parents tended to be more likely to thrive. They were flourishing. They had fewer socio-emotional challenges. They just tended to be happier kids. All parents who are older seem to be more patient and I don't know, the parenting style is improved. There's a whole lot less yelling and a whole lot more better parenting.
Just ask Rock and Rod. He had his first child in his teens, then toddlers in his late 60s.
You like being an older dad?
No, I love it. It's, you know, people ask me about this. It's for me, it's been a fountain of youth.
We're not sure if that theory is working so well for former Formula One boss Bernie Ecclestone, who had his son Ace 3 years ago when he was 89.
I'd rather watch a video.
For the record, an Australian is the world record holder. Les Coley was 92 when his son Oswald was born. So how old is too old?
What matters most is that there are loving, involved, caring adults who are providing nurture and involvement and structure in those children's lives so they can grow up and thrive and have wonderful, positive, happy, meaningful lives of their own.
Yeah, that's the key, giving the best chance in life. And new dad Robert De Niro's latest film, About My Father, is released in Australian cinemas in August. You'll see Dr. Justin Coulson in the new series of Parental Guidance soon, right here on 9.